This is a product classified as food packaging. As you know, you can see these food packagings almost everywhere in markets, from butter tubs to yogurt buckets. I plan to design the entire mold step by step from start to finish. Also, after making the bucket for this product, we will move on to the lid. We will create the bill of materials and draw the technical drawings. We will finish the project completely together. Now let's not wait and move on to the mold design. Don't forget to follow along step by step. If you have questions, definitely send them to me. By the way, I will share this part with you so you can follow along easily. I will also share the NX roll I use with you. If you want information about the NX version, you can write to me via the Telegram group. First, to activate the mold menu from the menu bar. We select all applications Mold Wizard. We say Initialize Project. Here, we select which folder we want to save it to Friends. We don't touch the other parts for now. I click OK. After clicking OK, we create its own files below. When I refresh and save here, we will be able to see these files. Yes, now we have completed the first stage. One of the points to pay attention to here is that the Z-axis must always point upwards. Here it turned the color to orange. This shows that the surfaces haven't been split yet. This will be our second option. Here you can do this. This actually shows where we will make the mold parting line. Before that, as I said, by double-clicking this axis, I set the Z angle to 180 and flip it up. In the mold options, I want to use the existing ducts. Or when I click this, it places a block and places a point right in the center of this product. It places a point right in the middle based on the face of any surface you choose. For example, let's select this surface. Let's unlock the Z-axis. When we look from the side like this, look, it seems to have taken the ducts to the middle of this surface. Look, it threw a block here. And took the exact center of this block as a base. And it also moved it up in Z. If it were here, it would have moved it down. When we say OK, it moved our ducts here, as you can see. The next process is to apply shrinkage scale. This product will be PP polypropylene. Polypropylene's shrinkage rate varies. It changes based on the plastic and the product's features. I will make it 1.017, or let's say 1.015. As I said, this changes according to the properties of the raw material you use. I say OK. Now the shrinkage has been applied to our product. I explained shrinkage in the previous video, but let me summarize briefly. When plastics are hot, this is not actually unique to plastics. It exists in steel, metal, and many other raw materials. It exists in plastic too. When it cools down, it shrinks. We call these shrinking margins shrinkage. In plastic injection molds, this margin is applied in its large state, that is, its hot state, so that when it cools, it comes down to the original dimensions we want. Now we will cast a workpiece. It will cast a block for this. First, we will create the mold steels, friends. We will make the cavity and core steels. Then we will make the plates. We will proceed in this manner. We will completely finish all operations related to the steels. Cooling systems, air systems, gas vents, other ejector systems, hot runners. After finalizing every single part belonging to the steel, we will move on to the plates. Yes, this workpiece is the stage after the shrinkage, as you can see. This creates a block preserving the dimensions at equal intervals. We say OK to this too. Our product appears here. We will work on this block. Layout. When the mold has multiple cavities, this serves to place them symmetrically. Or you can use this not just for symmetry but to position it however you want and increase the number of cavities. I will explain it in a more practical way when we get there. This includes sliders, etc., as you can see. We see the runner systems. You will use these as you need them. I am going to the mold parting tools menu. The command I will use is check regions. We click on check regions, friends. Here I will have it calculate directly. Look, this arrow is pointing up. Correct. That is, it needs to be like this. When I say calculate, it does it fast. Actually, if this part were a complex part, the calculation could take a bit longer. This is entirely related to the surfaces of the part and your computer's specs. I checked the region tab. When you click this, look, it painted the inside blue and the outside orange. Here, everything needs to be 0. There should be no undefined surfaces, or no vertical surfaces. There are no irregular surfaces. It means it is suitable for molding. I say apply. I say OK and exit this command. Our next command is define regions. We click on this, friends. Here, it separates the surfaces we just painted one by one as cavity and core. It defines them. And it separates the surfaces of our mold from this block as cavity and core. Here you can select cavity region, core region, or all faces. I say create regions to do them all. I say OK. It created them. Then I came to this command. There is something like this. You can select the parting lines. The parting line is here, or from the previous step. You can create it yourself. It says create parting lines. When I click on the one we selected before, look, it automatically threw a parting line here. I click on this. It already selected it automatically. There are many methods here. The best one, the one I use the most and find suitable, is bounded plane. Bounded plane means this, as you can see from the icon. When I zoom out, I see that it created a flat surface for the parting line. And later, now we are coming to the final step. As you can see from the icon, we are separating our cavity and core. I say all regions. Separate the cavity and core too. Look, this was our cavity. And this is our core steel. Then I come to the top view. Shift plus Ctrl plus U. I will take a cross-section of all contents on this page and look. You can refresh from here. Display section, curve settings. To see the lines more clearly, when you select that, look, from here core and cavity. If you select body color from here, you will see the check colors. This is not important for now. We have separated the female cavity and male core, friends.